Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Kansas versus Tennessee college basketball matchup on Wednesday, November 22nd, 2023. Of course, I do tons of free picks every day, and of course, if you're looking for the games I like the best, the games I'm betting today, you can find those over at our website, pickdawgz.com, under the Premium Picks tab. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have the Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays meant for people who make big bets. Of course, you can only get that by texting the number that you see on the screen. So if you make big bets, text it. But let's get to this one. Kansas taking on Tennessee. Hard to believe that this is a loser's bracket game. Two great programs, two great teams, two teams we're going to be seeing in March Madness for sure, and maybe even get a rematch at some of those teams that knocked them off. Of course, it was Tennessee losing to Purdue and Kansas losing to Marquette, meaning that the number one team in the nation not likely to leave Oahu as the number one team in the nation, and pretty disappointing losing to Marquette in that fashion. But, losing to Shaka Smart in a tournament type game, that's going to happen. Like I said, of course, this games are being played in Oahu. It is the Maui Invitational. Hoping next year that the tournament does make it back to Maui, but I'm not sure about that. But I do know that he certainly missed this tournament and one of the great events on Maui. The thing is that when we look at this particular game, Kansas played late last night. They were the last game on the slate. Now they play the first game on the slate. And while we see this as 2:30 Eastern time, well, that's 9:30 a.m. Hawaiian time. So it was a later game. So it was not quite as late as it was Eastern time, but still a late game and now an early game. So really not even 20 hours in between these games. I mean, hardly any at all. What kind of fire will Kansas have left? They certainly are a very good team, and I think all things equal, at this point in the season, the way things are going, you put them on a regular court, you put this point spread on it, and I'm probably leaning Kansas, barely. I mean, Tennessee is such a good team. I actually thought that they had a really good shot at knocking off Purdue. And I think, if they could replay that final 10 minutes of that game a couple of times, they probably would beat Purdue a few of those times. I mean, it was just one of those games. It just came down to it. Two good teams, someone's going to win and someone's going to lose type game, right? And I think that, in this, Tennessee did play the earlier game, though. They played a lot earlier than Kansas did. There was another game after that, and then there was the Kansas game. And I think that this is certainly a factor in this one. I understand these are 18-year-old kids, and they don't get tired like I do, and I just go out and walk the dog or something. But the thing is that it's still a big ask on back-to-back days. I just think Tennessee is going to be a little bit fresher for this thing. I think Tennessee has the depth to hang with Kansas in this thing, and I think Tennessee gets the W, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks today, be sure to check out our betting tools at Sports Chat Place. They're going to tell you how often, historically, all of the different bets that are available on the board today have actually come in. They're going to pair them up with today's odds and put you on the most favorable bets on the board.